Okay, if sine of x is equal to 0.6, what is tangent of x? Okay, I like this problem because it really just makes sure you understand the basic definitions of your trig functions. You probably could use your calculator to do something like solve for x using inverse sine. The problem is you have to worry a little bit about what quadrant you're in and whether that works, because remember, inverse sine and inverse cosine, inverse tangent, all of them you have to restrict the domain of the original function in order to even define the inverse. So if you don't understand what I just said, then I certainly expect you to go back and refresh your memory on how we define inverse trig functions and for what quadrants they even apply, and do a refresher on all that. But the way to handle this one is to go back to your basic right triangle and think about what it means for sine of x to be equal to 0.6. So what that tells you is that the ratio of the side of, for sine, it's the ratio of the sides of the opposite over the hypotenuse is 6/10. So you can call this side 6 and this side 10, or anything else that when you divide them gives you 0.6, right? It doesn't matter. So if you imagined sort of extending the height of this triangle, that would extend out the side and out the hypotenuse all to the same ratio, right? So just to give you another image of this, this is not a very good picture. Whatever value I give, so if this were 60, obviously not drawn to scale, then this would be 100. The point is that as you extend out this triangle, the ratio of the sides of the opposite over the hypotenuse is always 0.6. So draw any triangle you want that has that ratio. So let's stick with the original, 6, 10. And I chose that, of course, because it's a Pythagorean triple. Then we know we have our 6, 8, 10. Now we just have to say, what's tangent? Well, tangent is opposite over adjacent. So tangent of x would be the opposite side over the adjacent side. So 6 over 8 is 3/4, or 0.75.